Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. And we do it live every weekday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Chatmosa. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and today is Monday, January 19th. It is also MLK Day. So no matter what our current administration says, this is and will always be a federal holiday honoring a wonderful man. So, and with me on the mic, I have some fabulous co-hosts. I have my gorgeous moon, my icy chili, my Libra queen, and BB. Hey, y'all.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hey.
Hello.
And shout out to the listeners out there as well, holding it down in the chat. Y'all know y'all my loves, especially that Hammy. Hey, boo. Well, and I would just want to, because it's MLK Day, before we start, I just wanted to share some resources. It looks as if I just shared a link here from the Stanford College here, and it's kinginstitute.stanford.edu, where if you were to go here, you can see lots of MLK resources, such as his letters, his encyclopedia, all of it, all things, and they do a really deep dive on it, so it's a great resource to look at. So, and definitely look at it because we have a lot of people that are trying to use his words and his legacy, or distort his words and his legacies for their own bigoted agendas. And we just have to truly remember what he stood for. So, yeah. And this confirms that, this honors that, and I think it's a great resource. So check it out. Well, I know y'all, while y'all are here, honey, for the hot tea cold cash, we had 10 lovely weeks of giving away $100 per week for a lucky supporter of the show. And well, who is our last winner, honey? Who is our last? Well, before we even start, I'm just, for the last time, I want to give you all where you can see the terms and conditions at auntiederek.com/hot tea cold cash. Again, those terms and conditions can be found at auntiederek.com/hot tea cold cash. All right, so I won't keep y'all waiting. So who is our final winner, honey? Who is week 10 winner? Drum roll, please. Brrr. Our week 10 winner is Chaotic Cup.
He don't need that.
Hell no.
Boo. Tomato.
I love
Boo.
Cup, but that is the last person who needs it.
Yeah, I am sure the Chaotic Cup will disagree.
I'm sure he will.
The way all of y'all was like, oh, hell no.
That damn randomizer is a bitch. Because first of all, how you with somebody that come every other month? Okay, girl, do better, randomizer machine.
And we have a comment saying, see, this is how they stay rich, stealing from those who are disadvantaged.
Okay. I don't like randomization AI crap. I don't trust it. AI don't work.
We have a comment in the chat threatening to beat the randomizer.
Okay. These AI things don't work. I don't like it.
Well, we will partner with Cup to see how he wants his winnings, whether it be Zelle, Stripe, or we'll mail him a check.
He probably asked for a mail check. That's how he acts.
He should, because he's somebody's granddad. He probably would.
Exactly. The rest of us is not feeling that.
Shout out to the Chaotic Cup, though. And when it comes to the Chaotic Cup was actually one of the people that said, you need to do a podcast before this was even a thing. And he was like, if you ever would have a podcast, I will come by and support it. And look at, he done kept his word. So shout out to the Chaotic Cup.
Yes, no, we love the Cup, but
Ooh, and we have a come and say, girl, save that story for Lifetime. Y'all are cracking me up on this Monday, honey. Well, enough of that disappointment, because I'm slightly disappointed that I had to let a straight man win. But we're an inclusive show, so shout out to the Chaotic Cup. Well,
What say he an ally? Last time he said he an ally.
he is an ally, so shout out to the Chaotic Cup.
Mm.
Oh, and we have a comment in the chat asking why I should be exclusive. Okay. Well, what I won't exclude is this tea, honey, so we can just go ahead and jump right in, and we got a lot of it.
Mm.
Ready
It's
for
tea
teacher?
time.
Yes, honey. Well, you know what we'd like to start off with. If there are any new updates.
Mm.
Diddy news.
Well, yes. And now, honey, D Woods has broken her silence. D Woods from Danity Kane has broken her silence. Y'all see, I've just shared this link here from All Hip Hop. And you see where it says, we were suffering. Girl.
Gee, you could have just let that ride, girl. But okay. Here
Well,
we
this
go.
is it looks like this is from ABC News. Is this Good Morning America possibly? But it is posted on ABC News's YouTube page where they have about a 5-minute interview. And I'm gonna play it. I'm playing in its entirety because one, if we're gonna play Aubrey O'Day's interview here, I'm gonna play the Black Girls too. And two, D Woods has her experience, and like everybody else, I would like to hear what she has to say too. So let me share my screen. And give me 1 second. And we'll go. Here we go.
Right now, we have an ABC News exclusive. It's an interview with former Danity Kane singer Dee Wood. She's sharing new allegations about Sean Diddy Combs. Eva Pilgrim spoke with her. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning again, George. He was one of the most powerful people in the entertainment industry, but now music mogul Sean Diddy Combs is behind bars on sex trafficking and racketeering charges. This morning, Dee Woods, one of the members of Danity Kane, sharing what it was like to work for him.
This morning, with music mogul Sean Diddy Combs' criminal trial just months away.
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all did a great job today, ladies.
Some of those who worked closely with the hitmaker describing for the first time their experiences. Dee Woods shot to fame as 1/5 of the chart-topping girl group Danity Kane after starring on MTV's popular reality show Making the Band 3.
The day we were chosen, I was like, it's bad boy for life, baby.
She says what should have been a dream come true quickly became something else, alleging Diddy created a verbally abusive work environment.
I'm curious why you decided to speak up now.
I would say that this moment now is a time where I feel like my experience, my truth will really be heard and actually considered and believed.
Dee Woods sharing her story as part of a new investigation discovery docuseries, The Fall of Diddy.
From the outside, he was this mogul. He was this guy who, could make your dreams come true.
Unsettling scenes like this, a reminder of what it was like on Making the Band.
Juanita, what's your stomach looking like? For real, are you feeling a little sick?
I always feel sick next to these skinny chicks.
You're like a burger away.
He did it in different ways with all of us. Picking and prodding and just a way to chip and knock away, but then praise you.
I see myself standing in those dark, scary, predatory spaces and hearing somebody say some of the most degrading things to me.
How was it predatory?
Somebody constantly treating you like a piece of meat. Only valuing you for your sex appeal. And in some of the environments, it was even scary to be by yourself.
Despite turmoil on and off camera, Danity Kane debuted to massive success. But that momentum came to a screeching halt when Diddy fired Aubrey O'Day and Dee Woods.
Based on a lot of things that I've heard, you're not really a happy camper in this situation.
No, I don't think anyone has been happy for a long time in this situation.
Okay, so you could go too.
Are you sure about that?
I'm positive about that.
In the docuseries, Dee Woods claims she saw what she says were inappropriate communications from Diddy to Aubrey prior to their firing.
Was there anyone you could have talked to about it?
Absolutely not. Each other.
There was no one to tell.
Because what were they going to do? So it's like, how do we survive this?
Diddy has denied all allegations against him in the documentary. His attorneys telling ABC News the producers failed to provide sufficient time or details for his representatives to address unsubstantiated claims, adding he has full confidence in the facts and the judicial process where the truth will prevail. The accusations against him are pure fiction.
Are you afraid in some ways that he'll get out, that there will be some sort of retribution?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, even doing this, it's like, maybe I shouldn't say, maybe I should stop talking, shut up, but it's like, well, not talking hasn't changed anything either.
Dee Woods has never stopped pursuing her passions, returning to her theater roots and even performing on Broadway.
What would you say to Diddy if you had the chance to talk to him?
Girl, I honestly do not know, but I don't think you really have to say anything. As long as I'm holding my head up high and my shoulders back.
And Dee Woods is still actively performing, actively auditioning. She laughed about how busy it is right now because it's pilot season, and she's hopeful about what's to come. The Fall of Diddy premieres tonight on Investigation Discovery, and it streams on Max. We watched the whole thing, our whole team.
Yeah.
There was a lot you haven't seen before.
Oh, okay. Well said. Thank you, Eva, as always.
Well, there's that. So shout out to Dee Woods for speaking out. And she mentioned some important things. Well, some stuff that we already know, and I think it's important to note. Like she kind of confirmed that pattern of behavior that Diddy has, where he likes to tear these girls down, but then immediately praise them after. It's kind of confusing the situation. What narcissists like to do.
Oh,
So, yeah.
So is this another Diddy documentary coming out, or is this recent?
It is indeed. Yep. This is recent.
Okay.
It's coming out on ID, and I would actually argue to say that because it's on ID, do we think it might be a little bit more accurate than what the Netflix's was?
It's entirely possible.
Because we know, like, ID don't play.
Yeah, they don't usually get sued about, stuff they have on there. Huh.
We have a comment saying, everyone is making a documentary about that goofy bastard. Let me make one too. Might as well and put it on where? Tubi.
Anybody can put a movie on Tubi, apparently.
Well, yes. That's a beauty, honey. Well, I've actually always, I'm in a minority, but I've always been a fan of Dee Woods. A lot of people don't seem to really care for her. I like her, and I like her sister a lot too. Chanel, I think Young Money did her dirty, honey, because that girl can sing. But hey, that's that. So shout out to Dee Woods.
It seems to be the part of the business that nobody really talks about is how they do your dirty part, especially as a female. Mm-hmm. I mean, men get taken advantage of too, for sure, in the industry. But females are particularly vulnerable because they want a piece of your body,
Yep.
It's always, well, if you don't do this, you can't have that kind of thing. That's fucked up.
And don't quote me on this, but I am like 85% sure that Chanel, Dee Wood's sister, and Lil Wayne were a couple at one point. Mm-hmm. I don't know what happened. I know she had a mixtape. When I tell you I was here for it, because that girl could sing. She could sing. And I was here, and she was cunty. I was like, yes, girl, give me more. But then after her mixtape, we just really didn't hear much from her.
And it's sad to see talent not expand because of the bullshit. There's so many talented artists that drop out of that scene. They don't want to deal with it, and I can't blame them.
Me
constantly have to defend yourself against predatory men. It's too much. It's really too much.
Mm-hmm. And a part of the business where you have to defend yourself from, your fans' backlash as well. Because remember what happened, honey? Right after the show ended on Friday, honey, the story about Ludacris and that alleged MAGA mega concert. Well, baby, y'all see I just shared here by TMZ. Ludacris drops out of Kid Rock's Rock the Country tour after outrage.
Oh, I thought it was a misunderstanding. He wasn't even supposed to be there. Now he
Uh,
can. Okay.
mhm.
Fuck him.
Too
I can't
late.
believe Ludacris. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
Mm, it's up and it's stuck.
Well, Ludacris is pulling out of Kid Rock's Country Music Festival after some of his fans threw a fit when his name showed up on the lineup poster. The What's Your Fantasy rapper originally appeared on the Rock the Country Tour's lineup Monday of last week, along with Nelly. But Friday, his name was removed from the poster. Some folks view Kid Rock's music festival as part of the MAGA movement, and Ludacris was getting roasted in some corners of the internet for seemingly getting on board. A rep for Rock the Country told Rolling Stone, Luda is no longer part of the festival, and a rep for Ludacris told the outlet it was all a quote unquote mix up and lines got crossed and he wasn't supposed to be on there. Nelly's still among the headliners. We sure he is. He took the stage during the Rock the Country inaugural tour in 2024 and last year performed at President Trump's inauguration. Nelly defended the Trump gig, saying he comes from a family of military veterans, loves his country, and respects its highest office.
Oh,
Um,
bitch, shut up.
Gavin, right. Gavin Adcock blasted Joe Biden on stage at the 2024 Rock the Country tour, and Trump filmed a video introducing Kid Rock set last year, though it's not explicitly a political event. Okay, girl, keep telling yourself that. Um, Despite Ludacris no longer being part of the fold, Rock the Country still has some huge names on the list, including Jason Aldean, Jelly Roll, Blake Shelton, and Miranda Lambert.
Mm. Oh, the couple is gonna be touring together again.
Ex couple, honey, because you know he's with Gwen
I
now.
know, I know, I know. But how convenient.
Gwen,
Yeah.
you better watch that dressing room, girl.
I wonder if Gwen is going.
She better go. If she know
Mm,
what I know, she better go.
I guess. Let me tell you something. He knew exactly. He just thought, oh, ain't nobody paying attention. They ain't gonna pay attention. Nelly and Ashanti's story is a cautionary tale of why you do not spin the block. Um, and I was rooting for you, girl. I thought, it was so cute because I was like, they should have been together. Baby, when I say that's a cautionary tale, don't spin the block. Don't ever spin the block. Keep going straight. Keep going forward. Don't spin no blocks on no X. Don't do it.
I
And then
agree.
let him tie you down with a fucking baby at 40. Oh, child. I know she wanted it, but still,
Well,
Oof.
you said it, girl. I mean, you said, look, I have no productive capability, so I'm gonna keep my but yep, I'm pretty much thinking along the same lines as you.
Go
Go
ahead,
ahead,
Gwen.
Libra Queen.
As the resident veteran in the building, fuck Nelly.
Okay.
I
You
know
care
that's
for the
right.
highest office in the land, and I support veterans, sir. But you weren't part of the 1% who served. I need you to quickly and swiftly go to hell. We don't need your support. Thanks.
Because my
Mm.
whole thing is like, correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't there some like veteran protections that his silly ass was trying to get rid of? And
Yeah. They
yeah,
fucking over veterans right now. Please.
Listen,
Nelly's stupid ass.
every day there's a fight for for the budget for veterans, for the Veterans Association, or is it a Veteran Association? I think it's a Veterans Association, because there's not enough money and there's a lot of vets that need help and there's not enough budget.
And
But we can,
they took money from them. They just took more money from them. Mm,
yeah.
mm.
mm,
So like I said, fuck Nelly. And
Yeah.
let's And if he wants to support a veteran so bad, then cough up a fucking donation and save the
Mhm.
sucker shit.
Mhm.
exactly.
Ooh, little stepping fetching ass motherfucker. How you go to and I just no,
Look, and I wonder
no.
if the veterans in his family like feel the same way. Like, my nigga, don't use us for that bullshit. Like, how dare you?
Mm, 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 mm,
Well,
mm, mm.
child, speaking of bullshit, honey, Lamar Odom, what was you doing over the weekend in Vegas, honey?
Oh, getting high again? Shit.
Well, getting drunk and getting arrested and
Ugh.
drive. And y'all
Oh
see, I
my
can share
god.
here by way of TMZ, Lamar Odom arrested for DUI in Las Vegas, child.
Hard
What?
head make a soft ass. I tell you what.
I tell you that. Well, Lamar Odom has been arrested in Las Vegas, TMZ has learned. The former NBA star was arrested and booked for driving under the influence after he was pulled over early Saturday morning. The incident is still under investigation. He was also slapped with 2 traffic violations, driving more than 41 plus miles per hour over the limit and improper lane change or failure to maintain lane. At the time of publishing, it appears Odom is still in custody. Odom has a documented history of drug and alcohol addiction. He was previously arrested for DUI in 2013. In 2015, Odom nearly died of an overdose, and his wife Khloe Kardashian rushed to his side to nurse him back to health. Their relationship ended not long after Odom relapsed in 2016. Odom, who played for 4 teams across a 14-year NBA career, committed himself to sobriety in recent years, and even offered to help others. Even offered help to others struggling with addiction, like Bam Margera, and via several rehabilitation centers he owns. We broke down all of Odom's struggles in our documentary. TMZ presents Lamar Odom, Sex, Drugs, and the Kardashians, and it's now available to stream on YouTube. And they say the story is still developing. And this is just so sad, whole thing. And I know he has been sober for a while, so to just see this is really heartbreaking.
Yeah,
Well,
it is.
it's a lifelong struggle, and
It is.
it's unfortunate that it has, it's gonna play out in the public. And I can't believe I didn't know he had addiction centers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he better check himself in. Mm.
Yep. Go ahead, Libra Queen.
Um, he is a victim of the Kardashians. That's one. But also, what happened to his little girlfriend that was helping him with his sobriety situation? I forgot her name. The black girl.
Which
They was
one? There's
off.
been like 3. I don't know.
I don't know. She was in the fitness. They was
Oh, he been
talking.
broke up with her.
See, I ain't even know that because they was out here acting like they was so in love and it was this and that and the
Oh
third.
yeah, that was years ago now. Shit, he was dating somebody after her.
Yeah.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, whoop. Anyways, next story.
Ooh.
And he ain't no victim of the Kardashians. He signed up for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a drug addict before that, so.
Yep. Well, girl, why is Nicki Minaj and Don Lemon going back and forth, child?
I hope Don is eating her ass up.
I mean, I guess. I mean, what can you? She's eating herself, honey. So I mean, it's
Well,
really
that
not
too.
what he can say add to that. But y'all saw I just shared here by way of TMZ. Nicki Minaj calls Don Lemon a homophobic slur after church incident in Minnesota.
Oh, are we
Your
surprised?
fan base being in the, never mind.
Oh, are we surprised? Come on
Yeah,
now.
girl. So, Nicki Minaj is so pissed at Don Lemon that she called the independent journalist a homophobic slur for reporting a protest at a Minnesota church service. On Sunday, the rapper went on the attack on Twitter, writing in all caps, "Don cocksucking Lemon is disgusting." Don is gay and married real estate agent Tim Malone in 2024. Minaj continued, "How dare you? I want that thug in jail. He would never do that to any other religion. Lock him up."
She
Nikki Blue.
want him in jail, but don't want her predatory brother and husband.
Oh, sit down.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
God,
Well,
she's a
Nikki blew her stack at Dawn after the former CNN anchor live streamed a news report from City's Church in St. Paul, Minnesota, where a bunch of demonstrators had interrupted the Sunday service to protest the presence of immigration and customs enforcement agents in the state. Several media outlets have reported the pastor of the church allegedly has ties to ICE. The protesters also ordered immigration agents to get the hell out of their town, while also demanding justice for Renee Good, who was shot to death by an ICE agent, Jonathan Ross, during a federal enforcement operation earlier this month. Responding to Nicki's heated comment, Dawn tells TMZ, "I'm not surprised Nicki Minaj does not understand journalism and is weighing in on matters that are above her capacity."
Oh,
However, However, the more appropriate image for her post is a pick-me doll, referring to a person who is overcompensating and need validation.
Mm-hmm.
President Trump's White House press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, is also weighing in, saying the commander-in-chief will not tolerate the intimidation and harassment of Christians in their sacred place of worship. Leavitt said the Department of Justice has launched a full investigation into this despicable incident. Nicki has been vocal about her support of Trump and MAGA during the president's second term in office. Goofy ass. Yes, apparently, to white gays, we have a comment in asking, cocksucking is a homophobic slur. I mean, and I guess it can be used that way, but, white gays for sure, they definitely don't like that. I mean, we don't mind it because, baby, I think that's a compliment. Well, yes. Well, you know what? Actually, it's not because I don't suck cock. I suck dick. Let me stop.
Yes, please stop, please.
Can we do a family show?
No, not today. Families.
Oh. Sorry, the 09 Derek almost came back. My bad, y'all. But yeah, that's it. She is just so, because y'all remember how I felt about this from the beginning, honey, when her ass, I was like, girl, you just dumb as shit, honey. You could have been speaking about real persecution in Nigeria, especially when your fan base is mostly gay men.
Right.
But,
that's what I'm saying.
Child.
All
She gonna be broke for the rest of her life. Oh well.
Toodles.
Sad way to go out.
And every time she posts, she just sinks deeper and deeper and deeper. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Barb's, honey. I mean, y'all got a litmus test. This is a litmus test, honey. Are you gonna stand for something or fall for anything? And
They're gonna fall for anything. I'm sorry.
It's like a lot of y'all are falling for anything and are happy to do so.
I don't
And
know.
it's kind of embarrassing.
Barb's kind of fighting back. Like one tweet, she said something about garbs. I guess that's a term supposedly Cardi coined for her followers, and she called her own followers that. Some girl said, "Girl, quit calling us that. That is something Cardi, coined about us." And so I don't know. Maybe they're getting a little sick of it too. I don't know.
Tell.
Nah, they ain't sick enough for me. I'm like, you shouldn't even be. You shouldn't even be. I wouldn't even call myself a barb. Please, this is embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. Oh my God, this comment in the chat talking about Barbs have a combined IQ of 13. That is.
Oh, so you say they are part of MAGA? Oh my God, they're part of MAGA?
That's .00001 per barb. What the fuck?
Look, he's in the comment. Well, yes.
Oh.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Well, honey, let's talk about something else that's embarrassing, child. Marissa Springer. Y'all remember we talked about her? She was the girl that was slobbing Desmond down. Desmond Smith down in the club, honey.
Well, she looked like a white girl, so okay, what about her?
Well, she has spoken out, because there have been a lot of things said about her since that video has surfaced. Like they said, she is either the mistress. Now we know that in here to show that she's not the mistress, allegedly, because we learned that they met that night that they were kissing each other. So she can't be the mistress if they just met that night. So and then she said there was a reports about her allegedly being transgender because people have been saying Desmond is secretly gay and stuff like that. So she addresses all of that in a quick video. So y'all see I just shared here by way of TMZ. Marissa Springer blasts haters lying about Desmond Scott's situation. Child. Let's get this girl her little 15 minutes of fame and then go on about our business, child.
6 minutes.
Okay.
15 minutes?
Okay.
Ew, yuck.
Let's see what Miss Marissa has to say.
I'm going to say this one time and one time only. I'm not the one he cheated with. Everyone involved in the situation knows that it was not me. And let's clear the air right now. I am definitely not transgender. I've always been a girl. I was born a girl. I am a girl. I'm just a girl. I love being a girl. No offense to the transgenders. And why are you guys calling a clearly straight man gay as an insult? I thought that was something we don't do in 2026. I did not call TMZ on myself. All the information that was released about me is public information and it's listed on my Instagram. They reached out to me the day they were going to release it saying that they had confirmed who I was and if I wanted to add anything on and make a statement, which is when I told them that I did not know who he was prior and that we had barely met that night. I'm pretty sure when you guys meet someone at a club, you don't interrogate them about who or what their social media status is. We were obviously many drinks in. The vibes were there, as you could tell. They are divorced. The ink is definitely dry. Most of you guys don't actually know these people. I don't have kids. I don't cook. I don't really watch family content. I'm not on that side of TikTok. Also, there's so many fake accounts of me right now and a whole fake relationship. I don't have a boyfriend. This is my only TikTok account. I've also seen so many TikTok stories that said I asked him to buy me a bottle, which is insane work. I would never do that. So I'm gonna get hate regardless if I post a video or not, but I just wanted to clear my name because again, I am not the woman that he cheated with. Moral of the story, nobody knows what goes on behind closed doors and it should never reach the extent of having death threats to you or your family.
Okay, now she's absolutely right about the death threats. And y'all was just wild for that bullshit. It's like sending her death threat. Now that shit is crazy. But other than that, girl, I don't believe a single word of that shit, honey. I believe you are a paid actress who actually absolutely did call TMZ to make sure that y'all were seen in plain view, slobbing each other down to control this man's gay rumors. Like, oh, we have a comment. I don't give one solid, liquid, or gassy fuck about Dollar Tree Tori Kelly. Okay then. Well.
But also, why couldn't he have called fucking TMZ on himself?
He probably did. I would actually argue they did. It was probably a group effort because remember he's a content creator. That's what they do.
I don't really blame her. I really blame him. I'm sure it was him.
Mm-hmm.
The rumors were against him.
It's the
I'm
line
not saying
for me. Like you ain't gotta lie, girl. These people have too much of a following for you to not know who. Even if you don't know who they are by name, you have seen their content.
I had a friend that hadn't seen the content.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Because I ain't never seen their content.
Well, we know.
I was completely bamboozled. Okay, I ain't know who them peoples was.
Okay,
Still don't.
that's fair because, but and at the same time, you are not like an Instagram model or in the social media space as Marissa Springer is. You see what I mean? There's no way this girl didn't know who this man is. I'm sorry, she did. She knew who he was. But anyhow, yeah, Dollar Tree Tori Kelly, I like that.
No, that was spot on. I was like, Harper, who this white woman?
Well, our next story, honey. So what's that saying about like somebody who chooses to represent themselves, like anybody that chooses to represent themselves in court has a fool for a client? Well, we know Milagro Grams is a whole fool, honey. And y'all should see I have this all hip hop article and it's an exclusive. Milagro Grams becomes lawyer for herself in high stakes appeal against Megan Thee Stallion. Well,
baby, you lost.
Yeah, girl.
With a lawyer. So how you think you gonna win without one?
Oh,
Baby.
more stupid. Just more. You can't possibly be this fucking stupid. Are you?
Well, yes.
Oh.
And Milagro Grams is putting on her lawyer hat and fighting Megan Thee Stallion without any legal help. The blogger filed her own response to Megan's appeal after a jury cut her damages to $59,000 and pushing back on Megan Thee Stallion's attempt to revive the defamation case. Megan sued Grams in October 2024 for harassment and promoting a sexually explicit deepfake video. She claimed Grams acted as a paid surrogate for Tory Lanez during his criminal trial. The lawsuit said Graham spread lies and encouraged thousands of followers to view fake pornographic content featuring Meghan. At trial, jurors had to decide whether Graham qualified as a media defendant under Florida law. The jury said she did. That finding carried major consequences because Florida requires special notice before someone can sue a media defendant for defamation. Jurors concluded Megan Thee Stallion failed to meet that requirement. Based on that finding, the court dismissed a defamation claim and entered a final judgment in what Milagro Grams considered a major win, which obviously irked Meg. The jury did find Grams liable on other claims tied to promoting the deepfake. Jurors initially awarded $75,000 in damages, but the judge reduced the award to $59,000 after post-trial motions. The reduction is exactly why Grams wants the verdict to stick. In her 7-page filing, she argues Megan Pete cannot accept the benefit of a reduced judgment while trying to erase the jury findings that led to it. She says Megan Pete agreed during the trial that the jury should decide media status and help shape the jury instructions. Grams also argues that reopening the verdict would mess with the jury system. She warns that letting a party selectively challenge unfavorable findings after trial would weaken confidence in verdicts. It would also punish defendants who exercise their right to a jury trial. The case drew national attention because it centers on artificial intelligence and sexual deepfakes. Megan Thee Stallion recently received outside legal support from attorneys raising alarms about AI-generated sexual imagery. That support included assistance from lawyers representing E. Jean Carroll, whose defamation cases against Donald Trump focused on reputational damage. Grams rejected those arguments in her filing. She said policy concerns cannot override a trial record or jury findings. She also argued that the evidence showed she questioned the content when it surfaced and discouraged AI-generated material. Grams removed post after learning more. Conduct she says does not meet the legal standard for extreme behavior. The blogger's position is straightforward. She says the jury already decided the key issues and the court applied Florida law correctly. There is no legal basis to reopen the case, according to her filing. This whole drama started after Tory Lanez shot Megan in the foot back in July of 2020. The shooting happened after they left a party at Kylie Jenner's house in Los Angeles. And Tory Lanez's stupid ass was convicted on 3 felony charges in December 2022. A judge sentenced him to 10 years behind bars, which was actually a gift. He should have got more if you ask me. But yeah. And I hate to say this, and y'all probably gonna look at me crazy, but I think Milagro actually has somewhat of an argument. Enough for me to say, okay, girl, you got a little bit of a point there. I still don't like the girl, and I think what she did was deplorable, but that she's right. Like just because, she technically got that, Megan got her reward reduced because of a technicality, because Florida law considers her a legal or media quote unquote personality. So because of that, Megan was required to have give her notice of the case because Megan's team did not do that, then that's how she got off. And she says, wait, stick with it. I mean, she the one wanted a jury trial. She got what she wanted. The jury voted, and that's what she got. So now she's not happy with that.
Well, true. You're right. There is a tiny point there, but girl, you still did the damage.
You still did the damage, girl. And you should have thought about all that before you send out that video with your thousands and thousands of followers that you knew was fake.
That was out of pocket. She was out of pocket for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she should have to pay because that's nasty. That's nasty work. And that's setting a very nasty precedent going forward.
They labeling anything and anybody media nowadays.
Okay, girl. Anything. But
I'm
media, you're media, Chili's media, BB's media.
Well, if that would get me backstage at a Beyonce concert or some shit like that, or like an award show, then yeah, I am media. Yep.
Wake that up, honey.
Can I get the press pass? Can I get a press pass? Okay.
Okay, I'm certainly media. Call me a journalist if you're nasty.
Okay. Then yes, I will play the part. But I don't know if we've ever talked about this, but I saw this in the news where um our stringy hair white boy, what's his name? I can't even think of it, but he has trademarked himself to battle against AI and the use of his likeness or voice in AI. Have you heard about
Matthew
that?
McConaughey.
Yes,
And he
Matthew
damn
McConaughey.
right. He is damn
Yeah.
right. All right, all right, all right. Yes. Everybody should be doing that because, bitch, you're not gonna use me and make money off of me. No.
He set the precedence, and I like it. I'm here for it. I was like, and y'all should, because these people are sneaky.
I love that. Honey, do y'all remember, because I just could not for the life of me, do y'all remember that really big trend that was about a few years, this was certainly pre-pandemic, but there was a trend of everybody, like between Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everybody was putting their photos through an AI generator and getting like a polished version of that. And they were sharing that of them. I'm like, y'all don't see anything wrong with this? Like y'all don't see any. You are literally giving your likeness to this thing. Now I know there's an
This
argument that
was during the
it
pandemic.
anyway.
It was during the pandemic.
It was during the panic. Okay, my
Yeah.
mistake. But yeah, I'm like, and I was the one like, y'all stop doing it. Stop putting your pictures in that. Do you not know this can be used to like create things? Like, and now
Listen,
look.
they still feeding the machine now because what is this? Show me your best 2016 ass fuckery. Every little trend where it's like post a picture from this kind of
Mm-hmm.
you're feeding the machine. You're feeding the machine. You're teaching the machine for free. Don't be a dummy.
Yeah, you know what? Matthew McConaughey gave me a good idea. Now I know I'm just just a regular degular nobody hunter, but still, hey, I don't want that because my biggest fear is like a AI generated video of me that looks real of me saying that like I endorse President Trump or some shit like that. That would just like, oh girl, mm-mm,
Yeah. If
that is
that
like
ever
a
happens,
nightmare.
I know something is wrong. I know. I'm gonna be like, is that a cry for help? Like, what? Did somebody kidnap there? Oh my God, we gotta find him.
Ooh, child, that shit scares me. And y'all, I don't know if y'all saw like the little thing now, but it's kind of like is they trying to make it seem like in jest, but no, y'all need to be like really afraid. There's that trend, an app that you can like fool your friends and make it look like they were in the store shoplifting. And so did
Oh
y'all
yes.
see that?
No, and of course dummies are doing it. Of course they are. Of course. They're trying to make deepfakes so believable. And the people are helping them. Oh God. Lord help us.
Y'all got y'all. Well, that's that on that, honey. Oh, well, this next, so this actually is very, very interesting. So, Devin Haney, y'all remember he had like he's having a bit of a messy breakup and stuff. Well, y'all see I just shared this link from TMZ, and you see where it says Devin Haney slams ex's request to post child on social media and cites her OnlyFans. So, now, of course, this can be viewed as narcissistic behavior from this man, trying to be controlling and all of that, but I'm gonna see what y'all have to say after we read this article. So, Devin Haney is firing back after his ex-fiancee, Lena Syed, filed legal papers in hopes of posting their kid on social media without his approval, claiming her OnlyFans career is a good reason to keep their 1-year-old off of her pages. As we previously reported, Syed wants to modify the couple's custody order on their kid, so she can share pics of Chrome without Haney being involved. As it stands, both sides have to sign off on any kid pics on the internet. According to the court docs obtained by TMZ, Haney's legal team said the stipulation does not unduly restrict Lena's self-expression, after she claims social media is an important part of how I share my life with friends, family, and my social media followers. The posting restriction, however, does not restrict Lena's ability to tell her followers all she wishes about her role as a mother, Haney's attorney, Rick Edwards, wrote. Haney claims Lena's self-objectification and encouragement of sexual fantasies via her postings on OnlyFans and on Instagram means that some of her internet followers do not follow her because of her motherhood. Haney's team included multiple exhibits from Syed's OnlyFans page, which include captions like "all set for an orgy" and that she's looking to juice a cock. Any cock will do. They are all, I'm sorry. They are all, of course, protected by free speech, Edwards wrote, and sex sells, but it takes one unbalanced fantasizer to create a risk for their child, Chrome. The filing adds, the common sense point is that a celebrity's child on social media invites trouble. And
Celebrity is a strong word. That was carrying a lot. But go ahead. Continue.
And Lena presents herself not only as a celebrity, but as a wealthy and fantasy-inducing celebrity. Well, Devin also addressed Lena's point that she can only share a post about their child if she's in some proximity to his presence, including an exhibit in which he reposted a picture of Crone watching him fight in Saudi Arabia. I learned that.
Who is he? Who is this guy?
He's a boxer. I learned that Lena wanted to post a picture showing the back of Chrome's head in front of a television screen on which I appeared in the ring, Haney wrote. I approved. I was carried away by the fight's results and by seeing Chrome watching me, and did not exercise appropriate caution. The 27-year-old's legal team wrapped things up by saying enough is enough and asking the judge to deny her request.
Can we not hear about these people ever again?
I wish I could make that promise, but I don't think, because like I said, I think this is actually very interesting because I don't ever want to be on the side of a cishet man. However, he might have just like kind of Milagro did, just a little bit of a point there, because her fans are not watching her for her motherhood.
No. Yeah, that's true. That part is true, but what do you, well, hold on. Quinn had her hand up, so go ahead, Quinn.
Go ahead, Libra Queen.
Not me agreeing with a man.
Me too.
Right, don't you feel icky?
I mean, I'm not a weird looking, funny looking man to me, but whatever.
Yes. Okay.
On top of that.
But that's neither here nor there. I do absolutely agree that no, you should not have your goddamn child posted on your social media, especially when you associate yourself to sex work. SA, whatever y'all want to call it, SW, whatever y'all want to call it. You should not be posting your motherfucking child on your social media if you are a sex worker. That's just how the fuck I feel.
Especially your you don't even need, your baby don't need to be on your OnlyFans for sure. That is for sure. Do you have a private Instagram for family? That would be different.
That's different.
I also think in general that children of all ages should not be on fucking social media. They shouldn't have a motherfucking page. They should not be posted here, there, and everywhere for motherfuckers to see them, because though those children be cute, some of them babies do be cute, some of them babies do be doing the most. There are so many nasty, sick, predatory people on the fucking internet who will take your pictures and pass them around and put them through AI generated shit.
And
do all these things. And then you wonder why kids are coming up missing. No, he is goddamn right, and I hope he motherfucking wins, because that bitch is a bird. That bitch is a bird. And I'm sorry to call her a bitch, but yes, that's bird behavior, ho.
But like that mama that took that little girl around, calling her Shirley.
Yes.
I really did not like that.
You cannot want to make money that bad that you would risk the livelihood of the life of your child. No, I'm sorry.
The hundreds of bookmarks under them kids' pictures be just making me
not hundreds,
pissing me the fuck off.
It ain't even hundreds, it's thousands.
Pissing me the fuck off. So yes, this funny looking dude, he is. I hope he wins. I hope he gets all right. Yes, because no ho. You should not be posting your child. You chose a lifestyle, and that lifestyle excludes having your child anywhere in the vicinity of your social media associated to you in real motherfucking life, because people cannot separate the fact that you are a sex worker and the fact that you behind in your private life that you are a mother. They cannot separate the two. You are putting that child in harm's way. Hell fuck no.
But also, just with that whole thing, like, the mother of the girl's name ain't even Shirley. But also the grown men that signed up by themselves, paid to see this little girl. That didn't give you any type of pause?
Yeah.
Like, like grown men want to see this little girl. I mean, little girl. That's
Gross.
weird. And the mama pimping her daughter out. That's how I saw it. If she was pimping the daughter out to these men that
For
want to take
money.
pictures with her.
For money.
Grown men by themselves. No child, no wife, no nothing. Just grown men by themselves to see a little 5-year-old girl. If she was even 5. I think she might have been 3 or 4.
And they had a tweet I saw. One woman was posting her little girl. She was so cute. And so many bookmarks. And the people were pointing out, it's like, do you see what is happening under your child's pic? I mean, do you think it's wise that you're posting these pictures of her? And she doubled the fuck down and posted some more. I'm like,
I
this is
think I
People
saw
are
it
sick.
here.
you saw that? You remember that?
Yep.
That happened not too
People
long
are
ago.
sick.
They're really crazy. Like, what do you think these people are doing with these pics? Posting them in their little pervert groups, saying what they like to do to them, and like, why would you want your child not? I mean, she's
Subjected to
not
that.
physically in that environment, but why would you want your children's pictures to be circulated on the dark net? Among predators. Like, come on, for real.
And to triple down on that is just, girl, stop being ignorant. It's okay to be wrong. People hate to be wrong. That's how we got
Oh,
inglectic, because motherfuckers are too proud to say, you know what, my bad.
Yeah,
And we got something wrong with the society that you can't be wrong. Yeah, you are wrong. It's okay.
it's a
It,
bird.
mm,
which I
mm.
don't understand, but maybe it's a confidence thing though, because I
I
certainly
mean,
don't mind. I roll a lot, and I certainly don't,
I
especially
mean,
when I be reading certain words and shit. So
the
I
confidence is understanding that you don't know everything, but you are still here. To double down in the narcissism that you can never be wrong, that's a sickness. That's a sickness.
Erica Badu tried to tell us the man who knows something on that he knows nothing at all. Oh,
Hmm.
we have a comment say lots of cock today. Yeah, I still not over. She said she wanted to juice the cock. Any cock will do, honey. Girl,
You,
any cock?
yeah,
I'm a girl.
girl, and you a cute girl. Why would you, girl, stand up?
Because
Ugh.
it's a lot of people just want to sit on their ass and make this kind of money on the internet. They don't have to work. It's easy money. Men wanting to do what they do, and you taking advantage of it and getting paid. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, not to knock sex work. I get
yes,
it. It
right.
is.
I'm not against sex work, but I don't think he's wrong in not wanting her to post a child. I mean, that's the bottom line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The
and
baby
I
out.
agree 100% with you. And your points as well, Moon, and everybody else who chimed
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah. I
I don't
mean, he's
agree with
funny
this
looking though.
comment in the chat though. You can never have too much cock. Let me stop.
Ew.
You ain't gonna stop. I don't even know why you keep saying that.
It's just the word cock. Don't it just sound just dirty? Like I
No,
feel
hey,
dirty.
Yes, it sounds like white penis, and I don't want no part.
right? Ugh.
We don't know her.
No, at all.
Oh, do y'all remember we were just talking about Moneybag Yo not too long ago? How we learned how
Mm.
he donated to that organization in Tennessee or Memphis. about, the teen parents and to helping them finish school.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, are y'all familiar with his girlfriend, Ari Fletcher?
We don't
Yes.
care.
Ooh.
But yes, we are.
Well, honey, the word on the curb is Ari might have been, fiddle faddling with little baby at some point.
There has been the word on the curb. Next story.
Word is up and
Clink.
the
Next story.
highway, the sidewalk, on the curb. It's everywhere.
Well, the reason is right because Libra Queen is absolutely right. It has certainly been a story, but now it's actually being addressed. And well, kind of. And y'all see, I just shared here by way of hot new hip hop. Ari Fletcher responds to Jada Chivez after being accused of sleeping with Lil Baby. And if y'all don't know who Jada Chivez, also known as Jada Waiter, is, she was Lil Baby's longtime girlfriend or fiance, I believe. I think they were engaged.
I was thinking that I was like, is that girl Jada Waiter? But I don't know why I know that, and
We don't
I'm
care.
upset. And I'm upset that I actually knew that.
I didn't know.
Mm,
Care.
mm.
Well, Lil Baby's ex-girlfriend Jada Chivez dropped a bomb over the weekend, claiming that the rampant rumors of the rapper messing around with Ari Fletcher were very true. With her throwing shade, with her throwing that out, in the ether, the ball was in the latter's proverbial court to respond or keep it pushing. Unfortunately, Fletcher made things a bit difficult for herself. The Instagram model built up a lot of anticipation amongst her followers, dropping cryptic captions and teasing what everyone was assuming to be a tell-all live stream. Taken to her Twitter, she had folks convinced things were going down. They want the old Ari for what though? That's a crazy low down dirty cutthroat. And she put 3:30 Eastern Standard Time and she wrote next to a Twitch link. Well, however, the stream did nothing to address Jada Chivez's allegations and it led to some severe backlash. As caught by the neighborhood talk, Ari sat in a chair getting her makeup done while tomato emojis and other angry remarks flooded her comment section. Per Fletcher, she had 70,000 people ready for her to confirm or shut down her alleged past fling with Lil Baby. But after initially pump faking everyone, Moneybag Yo's booth finally did so per Live Bites. While on a TikTok stream, someone behind the camera asked Fletcher if they really believe Chivez, to which she responded, "What the hell?" It's not as cut and dry as some people would like, but it gets across that she's not taking Jada's claim seriously at all. As for what Baby's ex actually said, she popped onto her own TikTok live stream in part to share what she says are facts about him and Fletcher.
Why? Hold on. Why is this woman an ex-girlfriend? Why is she talking about somebody's... What? This don't make no fucking sense. What? I tell you.
Or what I understand, like Ari and Jada did have like a little nasty back and forth, so.
Okay, but when? Like, that week? Like, why is she, like... I'm confused of why she feel like she need to tell this woman's business
When
out
do
of
it
nowhere.
become? When do it become? Is that relevant?
Because you ain't even with little baby. She ain't with little baby. Why are we having this discussion? These bitches is birds.
Child, look. What you say?
Bird is the word.
Bird is the word. Jada's quote, "Them rumors are true, no shade. That's been going on, has been a thing, but I don't want to talk about it." Like literally, let's not talk about it. It's not rumors. That shit is true. It's Moon. They somewhat answer your question a little bit. It says it's kind of unclear why all this started in the first place, but it certainly caught people's attention. Lil Baby nor Moneybag Yo have yet to speak out.
When I tell you they be wanting to stay relevant so bad, you got to bring up something that ain't got nothing to do with you. Ain't got nothing to do with your current status, they current status. You just talking to bring chatter to bring your name up so you could be relevant. This shit is
And I think we're going to
Bananas.
more.
BANANAS.
Hey.
Cause you kept saying X, and I'm like, well, why the fuck she worried about what she did with little baby? You a fucking X. What happened that she is bringing this up?
Now, I don't know how it started, but if I had to take a guess, I said maybe she was doing a live stream or something. Maybe somebody brought it up in the chat and maybe she addressed it. And, anytime somebody addressed something, one little thing, these girls, people like me who like to perpetuate the problem, we'd be like, oh, girl, you see what she said? You see what she said?
I know, and ain't nobody questioning why she said it. Like, girl, get some business.
We don't care if our girl, we don't put a question mark where God puts a period. Thank you for the miss, Jada. Let me say. Well, this next story is kind of sad. Well, not kind of, it's very sad actually. Cause y'all know, Yalla Beezy is in court for that Mo3 killing. But unfortunately, he actually had to miss, a day in court because his mom died. And y'all see I just shared here by way of all hip hop. Yella Beezy misses Mo3 murder hearing after mother dies. Well, Yella Beezy was supposed to be at his pretrial hearing for the Mo3 murder case, but apparently he was too distraught to attend his court date. According to his lawyers, the Dallas rapper didn't show up to court because his mother died. His lawyers told WFAA they're talking about pushing back his February 2nd trial date. We can confirm his mother's passing, his legal team said in a statement. We are having another hearing next week to go over some of the pretrial motions. We will also be discussing a new trial date. Yella Beezy has been under house arrest since March when a judge cut his bond from $2 million down to $750,000. The 33-year-old rapper faces capital murder charges for allegedly hiring someone to kill Mo3 back in November of 2020. Prosecutors say Yella Beezy paid Kewan White to shoot Mo3 on Interstate 35E in broad daylight. Mo3 died at the hospital after getting hit multiple times while driving near the Dallas Zoo. White was arrested in December of 2020, and he's doing almost 9 years in federal prison on gun charges. Devin Maurice Brown also faces federal charges connected to Mo3's death, and he's still locked up in Dallas County Jail. The case has been moving slowly but steadily, although Yella Beezy recently blasted prosecutors for burying him under a mountain of paperwork and evidence they plan to use during his upcoming trial. Yella Beezy got indicted in March of 2025 on capital murder and remuneration charges. That's the legal term for hiring someone to commit murder. Even though he's under house arrest with electronic monitoring, Yella Beezy can still make music. A judge let him leave home one day a week for 5 hours to record in the studio. The rapper can only record from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. and must notify court officials in advance. He can't have any contact with protected people or touch any guns. He dropped a single called Blame It On Me in September and has almost 620,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. Mo3 was known for hits like About It, Outside, and Broken Love. His murder shocked Dallas hip-hop because both rappers had said they didn't have beef with each other. Both sides will meet next week to work out pretrial motions and figure out what they agree on. If Yella Beezy gets convicted of capital murder, he faces life in prison without parole or the death penalty.
That's what I was going to say. Capital murder in Texas, boy, they going to give your ass a death penalty. They love to give the death penalty there.
And time is moving so crazy because I remember when they announced about Mo3 dying, like it was yesterday. And it's been
like yesterday, though.
And it's like 6 years now. Like, goddamn.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Mo3. May he continue to rest in peace. I really loved his that remix he did of Sierra song And I'ma keep it gangster to the day. You better go Well, it sounds like my gorgeous moon doesn't like that.
And I forgot. I was waiting on BB to jump in here, but I forgot BB's working. So, because I know you would get ate up, but he letting you run free right now.
No, BB, he won't eat me up. BB actually knows that I'm actually a very talented singer. I just don't do it.
Look at you taking advantage that he can't come off the mic right now. Oh, you is running it.
In fact, BB's words was, can sing his face off. That's what he said about me.
Oh,
Where is Hammy?
He did say that. I could go. Well, no, they're not on Twitter anymore. But yeah,
look at you.
Auntie actually used to sing, believe it or not. I just don't do it anymore because I don't like it.
Somebody in the chat said someone did kidnap Derek, no ransom notes and no refund.
And I'm sure if I got kidnapped, they would get my ass back and be like, this bitch talk too much. Because I'll be the one, y'all ain't got no coffee. I mean, if y'all gonna kidnap a bitch and take me against my will, y'all could at least come up with some damn coffee. Tacos, please. Girl, so y'all remember we were talking a lot about Melissa Gilbert last week, and we learned that she, she's pretty much staying about her man, and
yeah.
she deleted her Instagram page, just to, I guess, for optics or whatever, baby. But I'm about to share some news with y'all that I'm sure y'all do not want to hear about. So this is absolutely against y'all will.
Wow, damn.
Well, I have this link by TMZ. Timothy Busfield talks sex life with Melissa Gilbert in child abuse case filing.
No, now he's not finna blame her. Now he's finna blame her.
No.
Oh,
Lord. He didn't blame her. Not at all. He actually says that they have a pretty good sex life. His sex life was amazing. So.
Oh, okay, that's enough. We've seen that. We can move forward.
Because I want y'all to hear about what they haven't been.
We don't want to hear though. We don't want to be a part of the problem,
You don't even want to hear about him saying he had to masturbate in the shower?
No.
Okay.
We've had enough white cock.
You're absolutely right. Enough white cock for today, honey.
But why is he saying something that we all assume most men do any damn way? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because I guess they're trying to use that to make it seem as if like he is satiated at home. That's the case they were trying to make. He's satiated, so he has no reason to be touching little boys and shit like that on the set. That's the case they were trying to.
He's stupid. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. That's not how that works, sir.
Mm-hmm.
That is not how that works. But okay.
And that's where it came up. It was like, now, even though we weren't into, I haven't done anything sexual in the last 6 months, but I did masturbate in the shower. And that's what it holds.
Oh my God. He thinks we're stupid. Okay. Oof. He is digging himself a deeper hole.
His wife thinks we're stupid as well. And the reason I say that is because I have another article, and y'all should see where it says here. Melissa Gilbert tells Judge Timothy Busfield has strongest moral compass. And before I start reading this story, I have to say, girl, you just make sure that you are very sure that you want to put yourself in this, because being quiet is absolutely free. You ain't have to say nothing. But when it comes out in this crowd that this man possibly might have been inappropriate with these children, you're going to be sitting there looking like a damn fool, putting yourself out there for this man like that. But okay.
You talking real fast. You just sped that up really quickly. I'm like, oof, you feel some way, huh?
I'm okay, girl. Because I'm like, it's too much of this going on. Y'all sitting there putting yourselves on the line to defend these predatory men, and for what? For what?
She looked crazy in this picture. This picture right here kind of is telling me all I need to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you don't.
Well, Timothy Busfield, accused of child sex abuse, has a strong moral compass, and he's universally loved by professional colleagues. So says his wife, Melissa Gilbert. The Little House on the Prairie star vehemently defended her husband in a letter to the judge in his case while the court waited whether to allow him out of custody prior to his trial. In the letter, Melissa Gilbert describes Busfield as her love and rock in both business and life, adding that he's the beating heart of our wild and wonderful extended family. She then writes that she knows Busfield more intimately than anyone else in his life, and he has the strongest moral compass of any human I have ever known, she adds.
Oh, bitch. Oh, Lord.
He has dedicated his spiritual self to always being of service to others. He starts every day with kindness and compassion. To prove his kindness and compassion, Gilbert claims she's heard from multiple people he's worked with that he's their favorite director. And tons
what
of former
does that have to do with sexual? Girl, ooh, she killing me.
And tons of former students have also sung his praises to her while out in public. She also detailed Busfield's relationship with her son, and I'm going to mispronounce his last name, but Michael Boxletner, who he said, who he's nurtured and guided since he was a boy, since her boy was just a teenager. Speaking of Michael, he also wrote a letter of support in support of Timothy, referring to him as a hero, showing up for him more often over the last 15 years than his biological father, actor Bruce Boxleitner, ever has. Boxleitner lauds Busfield's stalwart integrity and says there is no man on this earth more worthy of respect, kindness, and care in Michael's eyes. As you know, Busfield surrendered to authorities in New Mexico earlier last week after a warrant was out for his arrest, which alleged he sexually assaulted 2 kids on the set of The Cleaning Lady. Busfield has denied all allegations against him, and he's currently being held without bond. It's the being held without bond for me, right? Because that just tells me like the stuff that they have on him is just like completely like egregious, and they can possibly prove without a reasonable doubt, beyond a reasonable doubt, that he did what they're alleging. I don't know, but it's just. Go ahead, Gorgeous Moon.
2 points I'm gonna make here. 1, priests were loved in their community, and they still touch little boys. First of all, that don't how people perceive them. That has nothing to do with their actions. That first of all, dumb bitch. Second of all, dumb bitch, you are part of the systematic problem of why we can't get ahead as a society, because you coddle these terrible ass white men and their views. You hold up the patriarchy. You hold up white women. They are fucking the problem so many times. 9 times out of 10. This is why we can't advance. Because their stupid asses she probably threw her own son under the bus. He probably touched her own son. That's allegedly. But what I'm saying is, you up here protected, but you don't even know. Now your son probably gonna be like, well, he touched me too. And then you gonna be like, there's no way, you're lying. Alleged. Oh, this is all alleged. This is just in my head how she was so hard defending him that it didn't make no damn sense. And she's a white woman that's part of the problem. Go ahead, Chill.
Mm-hmm.
I just have a problem with her. He's such a fine moral character and this and that of our family, and it's okay to support your husband. I'm okay with that. But just said, we'll fight the charges. I believe my husband is innocent, and I'm standing by him. But all of this pumping him up,
Extra.
putting him on this pedestal, like he
Mm-hmm.
couldn't have possibly done this. When my father, right before he died, he had a stroke, right? And he went to the rehab, and he was making sexual comments to one of the aides there. And they called me about it, and I'm like, well, I know something is wrong with him. This is the most moral man, polite, would never talk to any woman in the way that she said that he did, because he wouldn't have. I mean, I knew this about him. He had a stroke, and I was betting money that she probably looked like my mother. You know, my father has never said anything remotely sexual to anyone. And I've been knowing this man since I was 6 years old. You know how old I am now. You know, now in that case, he had a stroke. So, strokes do make people, say and do behaviors that they
Affected,
normally,
yeah. Affected his
do.
brain.
But
Yeah.
this here, yeah, girl, you could have just left that at I'm supporting my husband. Because if it turns out that is found guilty of these things, see, now you've put this whole label and personality on this man that didn't exist. That makes you look like a what?
A liar and an enabler.
Enabler and probably in a co-conspirator, like you probably been knowing. You
Like,
just,
now we got questions about you because
yeah.
How could you see and say that all of that, and he's found guilty of this? Like, what's really going on, girl? So,
And so many people have, I mean, quite a few ex-students have come out and said as much.
mm,
So I ain't gonna say it's a bunch, but 2, 3, but that's two, 3 too many.
too many. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
where there's smoke. Now, sometimes it has been proven, that it's a lie, but you know, I just wouldn't have extended myself in that way.
Mm-mm.
You could have been quiet, or you could have toned that down, but you made it sound like he was walking right behind Jesus on water. Come on, girl.
Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
No. Uh-uh.
He was helping turn water into wine. He was
Right.
helping.
He was
You
right
know,
there.
girl, bye. She really put way too much, um,
Dip on that chip.
yes, you knew exactly where my brain was going. Entirely too much. Mm.
Yeah.
Well, honey, speaking of dip, honey, our next story, Carly Scott Collins. I know y'all don't know who that is because this is white people business, but I know y'all know who Keith Urban is. And
Mm.
Carly Scott Collins says she is not dipping with Keith Urban, honey. And y'all see where it says here by way of TMZ, Carly Scott Collins slams rumors she's dating, moved in with Keith Urban. So she ain't
This
do
ain't
nothing.
even a chick. Was this a chick we had talked about in the beginning? Is that her?
No, because you remember that girl name was Maggie.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And
She
who the
getting
hell is
thrown.
Maggie?
Who is the car? Why Carly get thrown into the mix?
Started catching strays, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, Carly Scott Collins has had it up to here with the gossip. The rising country singer took to Instagram yesterday to shoot down rumors that she's dating Keith Urban. Carly responded to an article speculating whether Keith Urban moved in with her, writing, "Y'all, this is absolutely ridiculous and untrue." Rumors of a blossoming relationship between them started circulating just weeks after Keith's divorce from Nicole Kidman was finalized. The estranged couple was married for 19 years before calling it quits. Since the split, Keith Urban has also been linked to his guitarist, Maggie Baugh, but those rumors were shot down as well. Were they though? Maggie's friend, singer Alexandra Kay, told the Taste of Country podcast the rumors were absolutely not true. She insisted, "I've met her boyfriend. She's very happy and she has nothing to do with that whole relationship." TMZ broke the news. Nicole and Keith split was something they'd been discussing privately for months before she pulled the trigger on divorce. They separated in June, and we were told she wanted to save the marriage, although by all accounts, Keith did not. The couple married back in 2006 and shares 2 kids, ages 17 and 15. I don't believe Alexander for 1 minute, honey.
I kind of feel like there might be a plot twist in here that we're not seeing.
Yeah, because why are these women's names even coming up as associated with him? Like, there has to be a reason people are assuming they're in a relationship. Uh,
Somebody's putting it out there. I feel like there might be a major plot twist we might be overlooking.
Keith Urban out here slinging that Australian cock.
And he may not have a preference. He may not. I don't know. This is because why are we just dragging some random ass person into the storyline out of nowhere? Who did that? Who set her up?
and why?
Mhm. So
Mhm.
now we can ask who the hell is Maggie and who the hell is Carly.
Hmm.
Mhm. I'm like, I feel like if we're gonna be a mystery, like I feel like we're not looking. I think there might be a plot twist because all of a sudden he want to just get out from up under Nicole, and just prior to that they was just lovey dovey, and I don't know. I
I
feel like he might want to explore some endeavors that he hadn't been exploring.
Or like maybe like getting in touch with his polyamorous side, or maybe it's not. Who knows? But I think it's Maggie. I think the way he was singing to her and the way he changed her name to that song lyric, they fucking allegedly.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Keith Urban does not give me sex appeal, so I don't know. I don't know. I
Look,
guess.
the way Nicole used to have her hair all over the place, honey, getting out, because she had her hair done. Nicole has a glam team. But as soon as she stepped out that limo, honey, that hair was all over the place. So he may not have sex appeal in the face, honey, but he probably got it below the waist, where it matters. So I don't know. Baby, the way she was all up on him, honey, like she just got her some good Australian. Okay, enough white cock today.
Oh my God. How did we? Okay.
I'm sorry, the word is so
That word
ridiculous.
it's very, I don't like the P word
This
either,
show is
really.
rated R and will be labeled as
For
it's
ridiculous,
published.
for ridiculous. We're
Uh-uh.
rated R for ridiculous.
We won't do nothing but talk about the animals on Old McDonald's farm. Well, speaking of animals, honey, Dog the bounty hunter. Well, his son, y'all remember he had has a cop son, well, a former cop son now, and I believe we actually talked about him being fired from the police department. I just can't remember the details of it, but girl, now he is suing that police department, honey. And y'all see where I just shared here by way of TMZ? Dog the bounty hunter's cop son sues police department for retaliatory firing. Excuse me.
Didn't his wife die? Did she die?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Beth. Mm-hmm.
From cancer.
Cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's her son, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Girl, I don't remember. Don't give me the line. I wasn't a regular watcher. I only watched like bits and pieces.
Right.
Well, I just remember they bleached Blonde's hair, both of them together, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know whose son is who.
Well, Dog the Bounty Hunter's son, Gary Chapman, who was fired then reinstated from a police force in Alabama last year, is suing the department. He says they only disciplined him to teach him a lesson for calling out a dirty cop. Remember, Chapman's employment was terminated last year after his involvement in a fatal high-speed car chase. He was later reinstated, but he says he should have never been fired in the first place. In court documents obtained by TMZ, Chapman alleges the police department, along with Priceville, Alabama Mayor Sam Heflin, used the tragic incident as an opportunity to smear his name and get rid of him, something Chapman alleges they were working on for some time. Chapman claims it started when he filed a formal complaint regarding the unprofessional conduct of a fellow officer. In the papers, Chapman alleges the departmental leadership dismissed the complaint, questioning why he was so concerned with the actions of another officer, and began to drudge up previously undisclosed minor issues to begin papering his personnel file. In the documents, Chapman claims things escalated when he blew the whistle on an officer who intended to take a departmental K-9 as his personal pet when he left the department. When the tragic accident came along, Chapman says the mayor and police department purposely made him the face of it, thus vilifying him and causing him catastrophic reputational harm. Chapman says he subsequently lost out on a promotion and has been unable to secure other employment in law enforcement because no agency wants to hire an officer whose name is in the national headlines for a fatal incident. He's asking for compensatory damages in the amount to be determined by the jury. Very interesting. So
he got fired for trying to tell him a cop. Interesting. Okay, he wasn't being a dirtbag. Okay.
No, I think that was the other son, who accidentally killed his son, or a stepson or something like that, who killed his son by mistake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But no, not this guy here.
That was weird. That was weird.
No, Gary's alleging that he was trying to do the right thing, and they tried to make him the face of a fatal car chase. And But what is very interesting, honey, because officers do not like, especially in court documents, being accused of shady behavior. So
for wanting people to snitch, they don't like being snitched on, which is so funny.
Mm-hmm.
That is so funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm certainly going to follow this story because I want to see what comes of it. And honestly, he might need to, I don't know, maybe move. out of Alabama, honey, because
I wouldn't trust them. It's
right.
Alabama. Mississippi? No, thank you.
Allegedly.
Well, we allegedly what?
I don't
Alleged what?
I don't want Alabama to come after me.
Oh, shit.
I don't like y'all white barbecue sauce. Why is y'all barbecue sauce white? What is
White.
that all
Yeah.
about?
White barbecue sauce.
Now, I actually had some for the first time in
No, Skip. I don't want no explanation. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yuck. Mm-mm.
and it's a very popular thing.
I've never
A
seen
popular thing where amongst the whites?
No, they love white barbecue sauce over in LA. And it's in a lot of dishes and stuff. You'll see it on the menu. White barbecue
And
sauce.
I
and where?
literally lived close to Alabama at one time and never heard of this. What?
Wow.
As someone who lives in a state that actually touches Alabama, I know you fucking
That's
lying.
what I'm saying. I'm like, wait, what?
Y'all have really never heard of white barbecue sauce.
No, let's keep it moving. Next story.
Well, this next story is good. I'm glad Libra Queen wants it because, honey, y'all remember Exhibit, honey. Exhibit. Pimp My Ride Exhibit. Ain't but one. Child. Well, why is his ex-wife suing that ass, honey, over that cannabis brand? And
She's
y'all
trying to
said,
get her some coins. I know that's right.
well, I don't know if she's trying to get, cause I feel like based off of this story, and y'all will see, you'll come up with your own conclusion, but she's accusing that he's trying it. I mean, y'all see, this is an exclusive with All Hip Hop. Exhibit created corporate smoke screen to cloud cannabis brand, says ex-wife. So, rapper Exhibit is facing a new lawsuit from his ex-wife, and this time the fight is over a marijuana brand tied to his name and business empire. Krista Joyner, who was married to the Pimp My Ride star for years, is suing him in federal court and claiming he cut her out of a valuable weed company they built while they were together. The stakes are high, with hundreds of millions of dollars allegedly at stake. Krista says Exhibit used a tangle of companies and trademark filings to lock down control of a cannabis brand without giving her share she deserves. The battle centers on the Brass Knuckles brand, a cannabis line publicly associated with Exhibit that launched in 2016. Joyner says the brand was created while they were married and qualifies as community property under California law. According to the complaint, she was the driving force behind the brand's rise. Joyner claims she handled the branding, packaging, product development, marketing, hiring, sales systems, and daily operations. Sales reportedly reached tens of millions of dollars, with internal valuations climbing past 100 million within a few years. In February 2021, Joyner filed for divorce in Los Angeles County, and she claims that filing triggered an automatic court order, barring either spouse from transferring marital property without consent or court approval. Joyner says Exhibit ignored the order and claims that in December 2022, the rap star assigned 3 federally registered brass knuckles to a company called Hero Brands, and that she never approved the transfer. Months later, the lawsuit says the same trademarks were sold again through a separate asset deal, even though they had already been transferred. Joyner alleges that the transactions were structured to appear legitimate while keeping ownership within a small insider circle connected to Exhibit. Joyner says Hero Brands is controlled by business partners who already had interest in the brand. She says those involved knew the trademarks were marital property and knew the divorce restrictions were active. Despite that, the lawsuit claims Hero Brands continued to sell products and present itself as the rightful owner. Joyner says Exhibit is trying to erase her role in the company's founding and cut her out of a share of the brand's massive earnings, which reportedly have soared past more than $1 million a month. She is asking the judge to unwind the trademark transfers, restore ownership, correct the trademark records, and stop Hero Brands from using the name. Let me tell you something. You think a man who had a whole show popularized on taking an old car and zhuzhing it up so that way it can just look like this whole amazing thing? You don't think he gonna take this whole company and zhuzh it up on paper so it can appear legitimate so he can kind of push his ex-wife out of things that she allegedly built? I think it is very likely. But this is very interesting, and this is going to be another one of those stories I'm going to follow. So we will definitely see, honey. Have anybody ever over there in the West Coast, have y'all ever tried this strain or his I like to try some. Well, after they get this lawsuit together. But y'all would like to try some brass knuckles. I want some, something that's gonna knock me out, honey. Yes, feel like some brass knuckles hit me in the side of the face. I want that. Well, anyway, what we got next? Oh, I got 3 more stories left. Do y'all remember, honey? Some time ago, I can't remember exactly when, but it was a while ago, and we talked about Apollonia. She was being sued by Prince's estate for the use of her name. Do y'all remember that? We went over that a little bit. Well, honey, she's actually trying to invoke Prince's name, and she says that she does not believe that Prince will like that they feel like his estate is bullying her. And y'all should see I just shared a link from Vibe. Apollonia says Prince would be appalled by a state effort to control her name. So give me 1 second. I actually have to read this on my phone because for some reason this website don't want to work on my laptop. Let me just pull that up here. Okay. So Apollonia says Prince never meant to cause any sorrow, so his estate shouldn't either. In a new declaration filed in her federal court lawsuit on Friday, the model and actress known as Apollonia claims Prince was adamant during a face-to-face meeting 2 months before his death that she should keep using and performing under the name he gave her to play his love interest in the iconic 1984 movie Purple Rain. Apollonia, who's 66, says that Susan Moonsey, another member of the girl group Apollonia 6, that Prince formed after the film's release, was with her for the February 28, 2016 meeting that took place immediately after Prince's piano and a microphone concert in Oakland, California. During our conversations that evening, Prince was adamant that we continue with our ventures such as musical performances, merchandising, and audiovisual projects, and that he wanted us both to use our Apollonia and Apollonia 6 trademarks in order to be able to earn a living, stay creative, and be financially secure in our later years. Apollonia, born Patricia Cortero wrote, Princess Patricia Cortero wrote, Cortero, who is now suing the estate, says Prince never trademarked the name while he was alive, so the estate's Paisley Park Enterprises was out of line when it assumed control of the Apollonia trademark last June and sought to cancel her other registrations and applications in a proceeding with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. Cortero is now asking the court to reject the estate's request that her lawsuit be dismissed. The truth is, none of this litigation would have occurred if Prince were still alive, she wrote in her declaration filed Friday. He would be appalled by the unbecoming conduct of the estate and the efforts by the estate to usurp his wishes. I do not trust the estate, and I'm afraid that if the estate is able to accomplish its goal of taking the Apollonia marks from me, my identity will be lost, my rights will be diminished, my business will be interrupted, and I will be unable to use the Apollonia marks without repercussions from the estate. Cortero first filed her lawsuit in August, saying she famously starred in Purple Rain, and Prince consented to and encouraged her use of the character's name before his accidental fentanyl overdose in April 2016 at the age of 57. She claimed it was highly likely that the estate would sue her for trademark infringement if it prevailed in its efforts with the trademark office. So she asked the court for a judicial declaration confirming she's entitled to her name and marks. In a statement posted on the official Prince Instagram account last August, the estate said it had the right to protect and preserve Prince's assets and legacy. The statement said the estate has repeatedly attempted to resolve the dispute privately and also claimed it offered Cotero multiple opportunities to perform at Paisley Park. In a motion to dismiss the lawsuit filed October 13th, the estate doubled down on the claim it had no intention of blocking Cotero from using the name. Defendant has never threatened to sue plaintiff, never asked her to cease using her adopted stage name, nor ever asked her to cease any of her business activities, the motion obtained by Rolling Stone said. The estate argued that the question of ownership should be resolved by the trademark office, not the court. In an amended complaint, Cotero said she believed the estate was attempting to secure control of Apollonia for ventures such as the Purple Rain musical stage at the State Theater in Minneapolis ahead of a possible Broadway run. She cited a promotional image from the production that showed actress Rachel Webb with the name Apollonia printed prominently. Cotero said the image violated her right of publicity. Defendants do not have the authority to allow a third party to use plaintiff's name, image, voice, likeness, or under indicia of identity. Oh, I've never seen that word before. Anywho, including plaintiff's likeness from the original film, her filing said. The estate countered that the use of the name beneath a photograph of another actress in advertising materials was insufficient to support a legal claim. Plaintiff has only alleged that defendant has used the name of character from Purple Rain, a film in which the plaintiff previously appeared. The estate argued in its dismissal motion. We are very confident that Apollonia will prevail in protecting her name, Cotero's lawyer, Daniel M. Sislo, tells Rolling Stone. Lawyers for the estate did not immediately respond to a request for comment on Friday. A hearing on the estate's motion to dismiss is scheduled for February 13th. After rising to fame in Purple Rain, Cotero toured internationally to promote the film and her hit song Sex Shooter. She and Prince became lifelong friends, her lawsuit said, and she co-wrote the Bangles' 1986 hit Manic Monday with him. She also provided vocals on Prince's song Take Me With You using her stage name. In 1985, she became a regular on the television series Falcon Crest, again using the name Apollonia. Her self-titled solo album was released in 1988. Prince had no will and no children when he died, leading to a messy battle over his assets. His 6 siblings ultimately inherited equal interest in his estate. So this is messy, messy, messy. And I apologize. I said at the beginning of the story that it was the estate suing Apollonia, and my apologies, it's actually the other way around. She is suing them for the right, so that way she can use her name without, being rightfully use her name. Messy. I hate that she got I hate that she got to go through this. You see, this is a 66-year-old woman, honey. She needs to be retiring, accepting her flowers from her many fans and stuff like that. This is the last thing that but hey, we are a very litigious country. So that is that on that. And, well, speaking of another litigious country, honey, over there across the pond, the UK. Baby, Prince Harry done went to court over them tabloids. So, y'all see I have this TMZ article. Prince Harry returns to court and takes on British tabloids in privacy trial. So Prince Harry's legal battle against a powerful British tabloid publisher is heating up, with the Duke of Sussex returning to court to take them on over allegations of unlawful information gathering, along with a host of A-listers. Harry arrived at London's High Court on Monday looking confident in a black suit, acknowledging a few spectators as he headed inside. Elton John and actors Elizabeth Hurley and Sadie Frost joined Harry as part of the group, claiming Associated Newspaper Limited, the publisher of the Daily Mail, hired private investigators to place listening devices in homes and cars and record private calls. There are also claims of A&L engaging in impersonation and depiction to access personal info. A&L has vehemently denied these accusations, calling the claims simply preposterous. The trial kicked off Monday and is expected to last 9 weeks, with Harry expected to give evidence on Thursday. The plaintiff's attorney, David Sherborne, wasn't holding back punches, telling the court that there was a long-running culture inside Associated newspapers to unlawfully dig up dirt that wrecked the lives of so many. You'll recall Prince Harry and Co. fired off their lawsuit against A&L in 2022, and since then, the two sides have sparred in court. In 2023, Harry won a legal judgment that found the publishers of the Daily Mirror engaging in widespread and habitual phone hacking. And TMZ says to stay tuned. This is interesting, honey. And you know, UK laws, honey, the UK courts ain't nothing like American courts, honey. Like, honey, I think they are a little bit more strict over there. So, especially when it comes to things like, defamation and slander, libel.
Well, and they have been known to be liable. I mean, they were liable for his mother's death. And so I know this is a personal crusade for him. And a lot of the family's not behind them because they try and grease each other's palms to, but I'm sure the queen, and this is all alleged, but the queen probably used them to set Diana up, child. So I don't trust none of them. I hope Harry wins. Cause they killed his mama. So I hope he win again.
Okay, that part.
And the Daily Mail's a bitch, too. Ugh, they're nasty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they something else for sure. Well, that is that on that. Well, our last story, I am happy to report y'all that I got my wish. Cause y'all remember when Fetty Wap got out? Well, I like to call him Fetty J Blige. But when I said you need to go into the studio and you need to,
I'm glad Will is not here. Oh God, don't use that again.
Okay, Fetty Vandross.
Yeah, there we go.
A vocalist, honey. And this is just a little, y'all see I just shared here by way of hot new hip hop. Fetty Wap performs for the first time since his prison release. I just want y'all to see the mic was on, honey. Vocals, vocalists. I listen to singers. So let me share my screen. Just a little quick clip of him in the club. You know, they shout him out. Look like they were having a cute little time.
What I'm talking about saying? Hey, hey, come on, come. All I want. Hey.
No, I can't even blame my Libra Queen, honey. See, Fetty for the people. You see how that crowd, he got that crowd hype, honey. Like, Fetty was a moment.
Y'all need to be stopped. For real.
Listen, I will Auntie on that one, okay? Those some balls, okay? We was outside.
So, and this is, as such, this has generated a lot of interest in Fetty Wap's upcoming music, although he might not go in the direction that some fans might expect. He recently told the Breakfast Club that he doesn't want to make music about his time in prison. And he says, honestly, I don't feel like that's important, he remarked. I did my time. It's a lot of rappers that went to jail. I mean, I hate to say it like that. They came home. If they chose to talk about their jail shit, that's them. Me, I did my time with the guys, and then they all left that shit behind you. They all like, leave that shit behind you. When you walk out, leave it here. We trying to see you on TV. In jail, it's three things that you don't turn the TV off from: sports, news, and love and hip hop. So we want to see you on TV. We're trying to hear you on the radio. In 20 days, I want to hear something new on the computer, he continued. That's the type of motivation I was having. So to come home and to talk about that shit is pointless. I did my time there. My writing will change, I guess. It's always going to change, especially when you're trying to be creative. I just feel like I appreciate music more. And Teddy Rock was in prison for 3 years for drug trafficking before his release. He thanked artists like 50 Cent, Coi Ray, and Chief Keef for supporting him while he did his time. So, baby, Teddy getting in the booth. I don't give a fuck about nothing, honey. We getting some real singers are back, honey. Singers.
Okay, baby. Okay.
Where's the singer?
Oh, right there with his one eye.
Next segment, please.
Baby, you are the lose because that sounded like, you know what?
Sounded amazing.
It sounded
Michael
great.
Horn. It did. It did indeed. So yeah, shout out to Fetty Vandross. Well, y'all, that was all the tea that I had for us today. So before we head out, did any of you have any tea that you want to share or any tea that I might have missed?
Don't you ever disrespect Luther.
I will never, honey. That was a queen bottom, honey. Did y'all see that tweet of mine that went viral? Well, I know you didn't see me because you just left me for dead on Twitter. But I did that when Luther's documentary came out, and it was pretty much like talking about how he has never really had a real love. So I said, that is just horrible. Luther deserves to have a nice top knocking him up and down them cashmere walls. Now, when I said that, a lot of people thought I was talking about like, his velveted pussy. No, he actually had literal cashmere walls in his house. Richard Marks told us about that. So those were the walls I was talking about. So I would never disrespect Luther. Shout out to him. But yeah, Teddy Vandross. Oh yes, we have a comment. BB Derek said that you said he can sing. Yes, he did. BB knows I can sing. I just don't. I'm actually a very talented singer. I vocally slay. I just don't.
Maybe it was another BB.
No, it was you, bitch.
Maybe he was imagining things.
Do you believe in magic?
Hey.
Dr. Gladys West, the inventor of GPS, she passed away at 95.
Oh, and I think I honored her too on one of my segments last year. I think was it the Black History, or maybe it was one of them months, honey.
I'm almost certain it was Black History, in between Black History Month and Women's
Month, because they butt right up to each other, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
She's the reason I can make it home.
Amen. A black woman.
Shout out. May she rest in peace. And thank you so much for your contribution, honey. When I say as a millennial, don't even get in no damn. I'm not driving nowhere without. I need my GPS to guide me. Well, don't you know where you're going? Yes, but I still need my GPS to guide me.
I ain't gonna even lie to you. I don't know where I'm going. I'll get lost in my neighborhood.
Ooh.
GPS me, honey.
But the funny thing is, I can't believe we used to get where we was gonna go without no GPS. I can't even believe that how we used to do that.
I don't
Shout out to
understand how we did it. Cause I don't say like our parents used to draw those maps. And you know this up here by the corner. Girl, don't tell me that today because I don't know.
Well, but I'm talking about MapQuest and that little paper. I mean, that was pretty much you print that out to tell you where you're going, or you get direct. I was driving before there was a GPS. And in other states and cities and figuring it out. I can't believe it. And now I am just like you, Auntie. I'm going up the street. I will put my GPS on. I need to know what's going on. I need to know what the traffic is. There police? I need to know what's going on my way up yonder. Okay. So my thing be on all the time.
Damn.
Child, I'll GPS to the mailbox. I don't care.
I know that's right.
Shout out to Miss West, honey.
Amen.
Thank you for that, Libra Queen. Did anybody have any other tea?
I have none. I have none.
All right. Well, first of all, thank you all for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. I'm actually going to clip the beginning of the show so I can let Cup know he win and let him know how y'all felt about his win. I think he's going to get a kick out of that. We will be back tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time for another live show if you can make it. Just want to give you all the heads up. So similar to last week, this Wednesday, again, we will be doing another nighttime show, nighttime edition of Daytime Tea, if you can make it. And until then, I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your day.
Bye.
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 Cheers.